Welcome to Costco.
There we go. F, I know. We're back in. Shut up. We're back in. F VOD. I know. Coming in with that docs fix. Just shut up. My bad. My bad. Okay? My bad. My B. My actual B. Quick, call Tom. We're calling Tom right now. My bad. Everybody refresh. 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 Hey, thank you.
Welcome to Costco. I love you.
There we go. My bad. My bad. My bad. I cannot believe I just did that. I literally jump in here and immediately do that. Gosh, I'm so bad at being like a good... Oh, yeah. I'm so bad at this. Refresh. https://twitch.tv ThePrimeagen. All right, and then I'm just going to yank this thing right here. TJ is just dying in his grave right now. TJ's like, dude, just get the effing keyboard thing set up. And I'm just like, Google Cloud? Did what?
Welcome to Costco.
Jabating.
I love you.
Jabate. Jabate me, daddy. All right, there we go. Do one of those. We're back in. We're back in. Oof. Someone gave one of those, like, the wizard. RMRDF, League Black Mirror Season 5. Yeah, I already watched it. I watched it before you could watch it. You know what I'm talking about, Streamberry? You know what I'm talking about, Stream Bears? Actually, I'm only like halfway through. That's one of the... oh, look, I got a Discord notification. Yeah, baby. But you know what happens, right? You know what happens. Which is... I gotta join the Discord. Join the Discord. Do you work for Netflix? You know, I work for Netflix. Unironically, I work for Netflix. Okay, I do.
Welcome to Costco. I love you.
I do. There we go. Boom. Taking care of it. I'm not even sure what I leaked, but whatever I leaked, let's not make sure it happens again, okay? My 3-year-old daughter heard your voice and said $5 a month, and you said
Welcome
it. It was she was ecstatic.
I love you.
$5 a month. Oh, you're a Facebook developer. What is up with Twitch not working in Firefox? Nobody knows. Do you have a P.O. box? I want to send you a wedding invitation. I don't have a P.O. box, but I do need to get one made. I do. Are you working on the Quantuber thing? Streamberry, the Quantuber? No, I'm not working on the Quantuber. I don't even know how to say it, okay? They said it in this thing. I believe we're at simulation level 2 right now, okay? Because in the real world, I'm a famous person of a famous person. Yeah. You like it? You like it? Hey, Cryo Melt, thank you very much for that brand new tier 1. Hell yeah. Any extra oh my goodness, Doctor of Awesomeness coming in with the I've literally never had this many brand new tier 1s ever, okay? The amount of tier 1s usually brand new per stream is like 0.5. It's been like 69 today. Thank you. I genuinely appreciate it. Doctor of Awesomeness. Yeah. I get it. I see it. Okay? Kind of hard to miss. I'm just saying. I understand why you got your PhD in awesomeness. I got it. Nice stream. I'm curious about this. Ex-Googler here. Oh, nice. Okay, well, welcome. Linkman, thank you for what you do, Prime. Hey, no problem. Hey, by the way, thank you for those other Twitch Primes coming in. The Jason Poulin and Carito and Bane Games. Let's go. And Cryomelt. Okay, you just subscribed. Brand new. No need to just come dropping it in, dipping in the toes, making us a little wet. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Netflix needs a new UI. Who do you talk to? Who do I talk to? You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Welcome to Costco.
No, I don't know what you mean. I don't know who you're going to talk to, okay? Why don't you handwrite a letter to Reed Hastings, CEO of Netflix? Give that a shot. Falco, thank you for the gifted sub. It's your first one. Many appreciations, okay? Is C okay for AI? That's the only thing I understand. Yeah, why not? Pretty good. I think you'll do just fine with, like, Copilot will work. You'll probably get a lot of terrible things happen. Falcor? Hell yeah, girl. I watched your video where you said you hope your kids get into programming. What IDE or text editor would you teach them on? NeoVim, obviously. The Minecraft editor to start with. Got to 55 push-ups this morning. Did all coding, though. I don't know what this means. Yesterday, I got to a personal record despite being very tired and definitely not in a good spot. Thank you for that tier 1. Appreciate that. And so right now I'm in the sets of 100 phase of my workout. And so we're getting really close to a set of 100 with bench press for 65. That's pretty hard. It's pretty hard. 100 reps is just like it's just awful. It's the worst thing. Fuck all means nothing in British language. Okay, I don't speak. That is really hard but amazing. Yeah, I'm getting close. I actually am I'm Melky, so my goal is to get to my own body weight. That's like my ultimate goal, to do body weight and everything in sets of 100. But my pre-stop would be for bench would be plates. Plates would be like, once I get there, I'm fine.
Welcome to Costco.
And rep that 100 times? Yeah, that's the ultimate goal. So squats, I'm closer.
Welcome to
Squats,
Costco.
I'm much closer. Squats, we're getting much closer.
Give me the meat. And give
Okay,
it to me
cryo
all.
melt. That is, there's cryo melt. You don't need to do that. That's 100. That's 10 now. Melky, I'm really into it. By the way, Melky, I did leak our conversation on stream, and then I promptly deactivated the stream. So don't worry. I'm sorry. I never even checked to see what did I do. What did Google do? We're going to get there, okay? Hey, Fikrakos, Frikarox, thank you very much. And Bash, thank you very much. Salt my hamstrings. Shake my nightshade dude. Oh, nightshade dude, I'm going to shake it so good.
Welcome to Costco. I love you.
Okay, good. Nothing on that stream, nothing that we said was salacious. You know what I mean? Because that's always my big worry, is that I leak a conversation and the conversation's like, dude, I got herpes. And I'm like, I actually told 1,000 people, right? You know what I mean? Not our naked pigs. I actually did leak Cam's conversation where he was just like, dude, he like let it out. And dude, then I leaked it and I still feel like such a dickhead. What do you mean continuous sets of 100 at body weight? So like right now for bench press, I'm only at 65. It feels kind of pathetic, but to just do 100 in a row, nonstop, no breaks, no like holding it and going, just like a nice, consistent, feeling good. Okay. Push-ups, I'm in the 50s for push-ups, feeling good about that. You know, I'd like to be able to just do 100. It's a mental exercise. It's more than a mental exercise once you pass it. What's my body weight? 175? Something like that. Do I declare functions before or after main? Separate files. Nice try. How encrypted are our texts? Not encrypted at all if they're on Discord. We weigh the same. Nice. But Melky, you are significantly not taller than me. Yes, I'm 175 kilograms. I'm pretty sure you guys are smart enough to make the distinction. Okay, because if I was 175 kilograms, you realize that either I'm 8 feet tall, okay? I'm closer to 175 centimeters, if you know what I mean. 105 stone. It is it. Yeah. Come on. Are you a fatso? I'm a fatso. You need to lose 2 pounds. 173 pounds. That's that way you weigh a prime number. Well, that just depends on what time of the day. What the F is 8 feet? Well, it's like 7 feet, but bigger, and it's like 9 feet, but smaller. Do you know why 6 is afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9. Come on. Most people in chat are 175 kg and 5'3". Damn. Son, that is rude. Okay, I got sprint planning nonsense right now. Okay, yeah, I did see that. Thank you, Melky. I will consider it. I just don't want to hurt you. You know what I mean, Melky? I don't want to reduce your reach. 175 IQ, the only 175 I know. All right, are you guys ready to do this? What do you think of the metric system? It is superior in every way. Yeah. It really is. I exclusively read temperatures in Celsius at this point. The fact that, okay, there is one thing in centigrade or in the metric system that sucks, which is the relation of joules to everything else. You're all like, yo, hey bro, hey Hexavagine, thank you for that 1,000, the full rack of bits. If you play D4, do you get drops? Asking for a friend. Maybe. I'd love to do that. That's actually a fun idea. Thank you for that, Betty Bits. Joules. Calories versus joules. Yeah, so a calorie is obviously 1,000 cals, right? It's little calories. But the relation to a calorie in water is 1 milliliter of water. It's heated up by one centigrade by applying 1 calorie of energy to it, right?
I love you.
But a joule is 4.184 4.184 joules per calorie. And you're just like, damn it, metric system. You were so good. Everything was just so amazing. And then you're like, then joules, and you're like, 4.184. 4.184. You know, it's just like, damn, that was so close. Everything was so close to perfect. You know, everything. Then that happened. You don't need to remember joules. I remember joules. Calories aren't part of the metric system. Yeah, they are. What are you talking about? Of course calories are a part of the metric system. What do you think centigrade is? It's the relationship of water and energy. I can convert this without math. Wow, damn. It's kilocalories. I know it's kilocalories. Yes. I don't think they are. Well, good luck. Yes, somehow there's this magic unit called a calorie which accidentally fits into the metric system perfectly. Wow, what are the chances? I can't believe that. I can't believe that the metric system accidentally made a calorie perfectly work. And it's not even a part of it. You know what I mean? Don't worry, I know that. How many Newton can you bench? Well, that's the thing. Because a Newton is not really the right measurement, right? That's F equals ma, right? That's not it. You need F equals ma. Give them the d. Okay, you need that distance added to it. Okay, so if you're not F and A without the D, you don't got nothing. You know what I mean? Not F and the A without the D. You know what I mean? That's not. You're not applying. We're up to 1,000 viewers. What's the potential? Oh, you know the potential, girl. All right. Hey, thank you very much for all that. Pound force equals pound mass. Oh, what a joke. Oh yeah, give him the old pound mass. Sorry, PrimeageN, European here. I don't think calories are a part of the metric system. Okay. Then maybe it's just purely coincidental. How do you, okay, so real question, since we're doing this. Kelvin, metric system uses the Kelvin temperatures. Kelvin temperatures and Celsius are the same thing. Kelvin just starts from absolute zero. We just start, Celsius is just the measurement from water freezing at 0. Again. Why are you doing this? Why are we doing this? Let's see. Cals are considered obsolete. They were a part of it though. Fahrenheit is crap. Yeah, that's reasonable. The thermochemical calorie was defined by Rossonini simply as 4.1833 international joules in order to avoid difficulties associated with uncertainties about the heat capacity of water. Geez, what is 4.184 joules again? Oh, yeah, it's the amount to heat up 1 milliliter of water by 1 degree centigrade. That's what it is. Jeez. Okay. What's with the Okay. The first idea was to start Celsius at the water boiling point, if I remember correctly. Really? Interesting. You know why Fahrenheit got really popular? It's because people were really good. Oh my goodness, HD negative coming in with that tier 3 7 month streak. Let's go. Tier 3 7 months. Let's go. Sexy time. Water freezes at 0 and boils at 100. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. I agree. It is beautiful. So before we start though, classic me debating. Before we start on this thing, we are gonna first we got something else. Okay, I want to look at a couple other things. Okay. Before we start, you know how we do this. Okay. You know. There's the warm-up phase, okay? This was called the 3 play. Now we get into 4 play. Then we get into it. You know what I mean? You can't just start off there. okay? You can't start off there. Everybody knows this, okay? All right. The Null story, classic. I've never heard of the Null story. Okay, just got done with replay. Now it's foreplay. Let's go. Did you catch this one? Twitter refusing to pay Google Cloud bill report. No, but I can add this to some of the funny things. Is this any good? I mean, it's really short. All right, here we go. Is it like confirmed? Or is that rumor speculation? Because there's been so much speculation that it's hard. Null. Plates! Hexavagine! Luckily, I don't know what happened, but it just didn't scare me nearly as much. But that should have scared me. But for whatever reason, I think I've become immune. I think I've become immune to adrenaline. I think you guys have literally scared the adrenaline out of me. I get that, old man Judo. I get that. What's immune? Well, immune is how stupid people say immune. Okay? All right, null plates, start. Let's go. Okay, hey, Boris Johnson, traitors used imperial system to celebrate the Royal Jubilee. I hate England. Yeah, I would say England actually chose the worst of all systems, which is just a weird mixture of them plus stones, and nobody knows what the hell a stone is, okay? I'm pretty sure most people that would call themselves part of the great British Empire don't even know what a stone is. All right, let's do this. How null license plate landed one hacker in ticket hell. I don't even know what this means, but I'm very excited about this. All right, thank you, Joseph. Thought null would make a fun license plate. He's never been more wrong. Anyways, tried to go with, I think the real problem here, obviously, is just trying to get a license plate in California. That's probably where it's all at. Alerts, good call, chat. Hey, this is why we pay you what we pay you, okay? This is why we pay you what we pay you. So yeah, I'm gonna need to get chat a pay. We don't pay them at all. Genius, Garen. All right. All right. Joseph Tartaro never meant to cause this much trouble, especially for himself. In late 2016, Tartaro decided to get a vanity license plate. By the way, this is just a strange practice as it is. Okay, I'm just throwing that out there. I don't want to spend a single second at the DMV. Like, if there's a way I could never go to the DMV, I want that option. And so the fact that you have to do extra DMV to get a vanity license plate, nuts to me. Nuts. I don't understand this. I do not understand this. A security researcher by trade, he ticked down possibilities that relate to his work. Seg fault, maybe, or something to do with vulnerabilities. Sifting through his options, he started typing null pointer and caught himself after the first word, null. Nice, love this. Funny. The idea was I'd get void for my wife's car, so our driveway would be null and void. And that's actually, it's funny. It's funny. Again, extra DMV. This is, again, DMV is the first ring of purgatory, okay? And not like the happy purgatory, but like the unhappy purgatory. Elysian Fields. I'm pretty sure that's what it is in Dante's Inferno. Or that's ring 1 of hell, right? Terrible place to be. The joke had layers, though, as Tartaro well knew. And as he explained in a recent talk at DEF CON Hacker Conference, null is also a text string that in many programming languages signifies a value that is empty or undefined. To many computers, null is the void. Wow. The setup also has a brutal punchline, one that left Tartaro at one point facing $12,000 of traffic fines wrongly sent his way. He's still not sure if he'd be able to renew his auto registration this year without paying someone else's tickets, and thanks to the Kafka-esque loop he's caught in, it's not clear if the citations will ever stop coming. Okay, I'm loving this. Okay, I'm loving this. I also want to figure out how to get my license plate to become null. You know what I mean? Like, How's this like? What is this little ticketing system that's going on where you can get some null set? In his DEF CON talk, Tartaro played up the idea that he had initially hoped a null plate would get him out of tickets. That, once fed into the database of offenders, the violation quite literally would not compute. But he says now that pranks weren't actually his initial focus. If anything, he was surprised that California DMV website let him register null in the first place. The first year as a null driver was uneventful, but when it came time to renew in 2017, the DMV website no longer accepted null as an option. It broke the website, Tartaro says. Specifically, the site told him that the license plate and vehicle identification number he had entered, known as the VIN, were invalid, but Tartaro was still able to use a reference number to renew. He didn't think much more of it. You know, I would say as a security researcher, this should have been his first warning. I entered in my credentials, and the website stopped working. So I just got around it. You would think just right there, Tartaro would be like, I just up, and I probably need to go figure this out now. I probably need to figure this out right now. Oh, is TJ still my title? Yeah, let's get TJ the hell out of here. TJ, get the hell out of here, TJ. By the way, DV, I don't know if you know this, but he streams on Twitch and YouTube and generally self-promotes everything at all points. All right, anyways, he also didn't think much of the ticket he got in early 2018 for not having the appropriate registration sticker on his license plate. Tartaro suspects that someone scraped it off and used it on their own car. He thought about fighting it, but the fine was only $35, so he decided just to pay it and move on with his life. You know, hindsight's 2020. $5 a month for 7 months is $35, right? So like think about that. So if you were to subscribe to say me, you know, that's 7 months worth of payments, or you could just press the like button. That's for free. You know what I'm talking about? Let's see. Then came the citations, dozens of them, deposited in bulk in his mailbox. Parking violations, stand stop violations, fines of $37, $60, $74, $80 from Fresno to Ranchero to Cucamonga. I've never been to Fresno, Tartaro says, of the California city. I've been to Fresno, I think. I've been to Fresno. I think I've been there. By the way, this is insane. Nor had Tartaro gone to the statewide parking-related crime spree. Instead of paying that $35 ticket, it appears that a database somewhere now associated null with his personal information, which means that anytime a traffic cop forgot to fill in a license plate number on the citation, the fine automatically got sent to Joseph Tartaro. The tickets were for Hondas, Toyotas, Mercedes vehicles. Tartaro has an Infiniti, by the way. Classic Infiniti driver, right? Infiniti. Hey, Judo, are you still in here? Judo, are you still here? Because you know what? Judo, do you have a customs license plate? Do you have a custom? Because this kind of seems kind of like a Judo move right here. Okay, Infiniti, custom license plate. They seem to go one-on-one. He's going to get offended and practice judo on me now. Tartaro says he received 2 tickets written at Cypress College within hours of each other for 2 different vehicles. He would have had to swap the registration during his lunch break. Worse yet, the incoming citations seem to apply retroactively. I have tickets from 2014, Tartaro adds. I didn't have the plates back then. Oh, this is so good. The fines were all sent by a private company called the Citation Processing Center, which, well, processing parking citations. But calling them, Tartaro says, proved fruitless. I have reached out to this company, and they're basically saying that I have to prove without a doubt that these hundreds of tickets aren't mine. Trying to speak to a manager went nowhere. He's like, you've got to mail all these back to us. Tartaro declined, worried about potential losing the paper record of the misallocated fines. But the next day, he says he noticed something odd in the public online listing of citations maintained at the Citation Processing Center's website. He had given them an example of a specific ticket he had gotten that implicated a Honda. Online, that record had been changed to an Infiniti with Tarantos. Wait, that's not his name. Wait, I thought it was spelled differently. Am I? Yeah, Tarantos. Okay, that I got a little mixed up there. Okay, got a little mixed up in this article. Okay, you can't just start changing the spelling because it ruins my ability to say it. And then now I get all confused, and now I feel like I can't say the name anymore. Oh my goodness. What just happened here? You can't just do this to me, okay? It is emotionally painful. Who is Toronto? My immersion is broken. Okay, hold on. Totaro shared a side-by-side comparison of his paper copy and the apparently altered database version of his part at DEF CON Talk. After I had a phone call, directly after the phone call, those same tickets where I still have the physical printouts in front of me right now say that their make and model were modified. Tartaro says, a citation processing center employee said that while she was aware of Tartaro's situation, the company was unable to comment. Tartaro next turned to the DMV. Oh my goodness. This is, by the way, again, I hate the government. Okay, this is just a classic example of why the government sucks. This just sucks. Which he says worked with the citation processing center to void out the bulk of tickets that had errantly come his way. That successfully got the amount owed down to 6,262 as of last weekend, but didn't solve the core problem. More tickets continued to trickle in. The database still had him pegged. Never get pegged, okay? Trust me. Just as something you need to understand in this moment. Getting pegged, specifically by the DMV, is just the worst experience, okay? It's just the worst experience. I one time was driving along and somehow I got my association with a warrant and my car information like tied together in the system. I got like held at gunpoint. I got thrown in the back of vehicles. Just ridiculous. For like nothing. I did nothing, okay? I did nothing. And all of a sudden, the next thing you know, I'm getting arrested. It's bullshit. This whole experience, just don't get pegged, okay? That's the moral of the story, even though all this Tartaro remained mostly unconcerned. Well, this is what happens when you make enough money not to be concerned, okay? Most people hit with multi-$1,000 bills wouldn't be like, hey, you know, I'm going to make a few phone calls, do a little this, do a little that, not a big deal, right? Like, that's crazy. If someone just sent me a $10,000 bill, I'd shit my pants. Tartaro remained mostly unconcerned. The CPC was just a private company. He could keep working with the DMV to void the fines as they came in, which was an annoyance, but not a catastrophe. Wait till your credit score starts getting destroyed. He had successfully registered his car the previous year despite the CPC citations piling up. But just days before DEF CON, according to Tartaro, he says he received a notice that the California DMV would not let him renew his registration unless he actually paid some of those fines. Okay, Tartaro, if you're listening, Tartaro, don't push off what could be done today for tomorrow, okay? You know. Why'd you renew? Okay, why? Why would you want to go again? Why would you want to get back on this miracle round, okay? Why, like, after all of this, you're like, yeah, I'm trying to renew still, but it's not letting me. What's that all about? You know what I want to do? I want to be on the DMV phone once a month, clearing fines with them. So I'm going to renew my license plate. It's like, dude, how about you just don't renew it, okay? Just come up with some other one. Come up with Seg Fault Me Daddy or something like that. I don't know. Pegged by DMV, okay? There you go. There's your license plate. Enjoy it. Now that the DMV is enforcing these tickets that are falsified, and let's see, it changes everything, he says. At the moment, I cannot register my vehicle without paying the tickets, but I can't pay the tickets because it admits guilt. And the minute I admit that, it opens me up to all the other tickets. I'm in basically a really bad situation. Really. The situation has improved somewhat in recent days, at least. Tartaro calculates that tickets assigned to his car still tallied over 6,000 when he last checked on Sunday. When Wired looked up the null plate in the CPC database Tuesday, let's see, after asking the company about the charges, it showed only $140 worth of tickets remaining, both from Fresno. Effin' Fresno. Tartaro doesn't see this as much of a reprieve. He's glad the tickets have vanished, but he still would need to pay the $140 to register his car, and there's no guarantee that more fines won't show up along the way. Change your license plate. It also is hard to know where to turn for resolution. Mr. Tartaro's situation appears to stem from policy set by local parking authorities, which the DMV has no control over. California DMV spokesperson Marty Geenstein said, from the DMV's perspective, our system recognizes his personal plates and shows he is eligible to renew his registration online, assuming he pays the fees. Oh my goodness. I just hate California. Yeah, you know, everything's good. I'm a spokesperson for the DMV, and I would just like to let you know everything is good. Just pay the fines. That's all we're asking, okay? Just pay a couple fees. We're looking good. Prank or not, Tartaro was playing with fire by going in with Null in the first place. He had it coming, says Christopher Null. Wait, your name is Christopher Null? You're telling me Christopher Null has some opinions about the word null, a journalist who had written previously for Wired about the challenges his last name presents. All you ever get is errors and crashes and headaches. Oh, no. If anything, Null says. Guys. Oh, no. This reads like an Onion article. This is The Onion. Oh, my goodness. Is this The Onion, Babylon Bee? What the hell am I reading here? The problem has gotten worse over the years. The minimum viable product concept has pushed a lot of bad code through that doesn't go through with the proper level of testing, Null says, adding that anyone affected is inevitably an edge case, a relatively small problem not worth devoting a lot of resources to fix. Null has himself to deal with countless annoyances, from American Express dropping his last name altogether to Bank of America refusing to accept emails from nullmedia.com domain. So you're telling me he's the null exception? Is that what you're trying to say? I didn't feel comfortable changing until I knew it was actually solved. Wow. What a great article. What a great article. And also, I hate the government. The name is ThePrimeagen. That's great. I'm loving this. No, nil media incoming. Based. What programming language could mistake null with actual null? Well, I mean, can you do that? No. How about that? How about string null? How about that one? How about that language right there? Does that language count? Let's go! Let's go! Let's go, Jason! Let's go! Gosh! I wonder how that happened. Gosh, I have honestly no idea why why do people always have such a bad opinion about JavaScript? Okay, it's a beautiful language. It's given us some of the most wonderful encoding algorithms out there, okay? And if anyone in this chat says one more bad thing about it, we're gonna have problems, okay? I'm gonna take it to Karen. Anyhow, oh my goodness, you're right. Okay. That's good. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, at least this isn't true. Imagine if this was true. But I mean, to tell you the truth, though, we all know that null equals 0. Oh, damn it, it doesn't. Damn, if null equals 0, that'd be so good. But I think if you do this, it does. Yeah, that's what I thought. Give him the old double tilde. Bam! Got him! I knew there was one in there. I know that there is one in there where you could do it, okay? What does tilde do? Flips all the ones to zeros, all the zeros to ones. Everyone knows that. It's logical not, or it's bitwise not. Everybody, come on. Come on. Get with the program. Okay, the name is now actually the Primeagen. We're done with this. Okay, we're done with this. The real actual one. There we go. We're done. All right, that was beautiful. I loved it. I loved it. Poor Opti. What did Opti do? Okay, let's get some alerts in.
Welcome to Costco.
Oh, I swear I just saw a 50 or a 20 gift in there.
Welcome to Costco. I love you.
It's me, Mario. Hey, it's Maluki. Thank you very much for that tier 1, 2 months. Let's go. Solid Oak coming in tier 2, people. Tier 2, Solid Oak. Let's go. Appreciate that. Yeah, don't you know, there's all sorts of things you can do. Watch this. Const D equals -9, okay? Now, this is where it's going to get good. Are you ready for what is amazing? Actually, let's go like this. Actually, no, that's not for me. You know, honestly, that's not for me. What I prefer is a C equals -4, and then you hit him with the old C equals 3, okay? That, my friends. Now, that's a mouthful of equations
Welcome
right
to
there,
Costco.
okay?
I love you.
Right there. Ibramsterdam, primetime baby. Hey, catching the stream. Hey, thank you.
Welcome to
Yeah.
Costco.
Lord Mako, the
I
first
love
idea
you.
was to start at Celsius. Oh, really? Okay, I think we already read that. HD negative, we definitely read this. Let's go, HD negative. Hexavagine. You just did 1,000 biddies, and you don't need to do the 50 banger. Okay, people, everybody, come on.
Welcome
Find
to
him.
Costco.
Find the man.
I love you.
Find him. Hexavagine, I would just like to let you know that I can't believe you've taken the time to drop a 50 banger on my face, okay? I thought I was just going to get pegged by the DMV today, but looks like that's not the only one doing the Lord's work. Thank you very much.
Welcome to Costco. I love you.
All right, do you work at Netflix? Yes, no, yes. Wait, no, yes. Integria.
Welcome to Costco.
What do they do? Nobody
I
knows.
love you.
I own. Okay, buddy.
Welcome to
Okay,
Costco.
I own.
I love
The more
you.
I work with JS, the more I start to hate it. Of course, that's a natural programming curve. Any language you use, you should start to hate after time. If you don't hate, then you're doing it wrong. Just so you know. Everyone knows that. Domvo, 89, the subscriber again. Let's go. You have to hate every language, right? Because here's the deal. No language is perfect. It just gets, I hate French. I know.
Welcome
See,
to
viewer,
Costco.
thank you.
I love you.
Finally, someone who gets it. Even Rust, absolutely Rust. I just spilled coffee on me. Hey, the machine scream. Let's go. Tier 1. Brand
Welcome
new.
to Costco.
Hell yeah.
I love
Grinchy
you.
3. Let's go. Tier 1. Let's go. Grinchy 3. Bright Flow. Thank you for the Twitch Prime. Luca. Thank you
Welcome
for the
to
2
Costco.
months Twitch
I
Prime.
love you.
Metroid Dio. Thank you for the Twitch Prime. Colin
Welcome to
McRae.
Costco.
Thank you for the
I
Tier
love
1.
you.
Let's go. Auric. Yes, I do. Nuxtus. These nuts. I don't even know. Ken Shadusa Jim, thank you for the brand new Twitch Prime viewer. You still love the French. You know it. Bad Math Company, brand new Twitch Prime. Chatty Cod. Fudgy.
Welcome to Costco.
AT double hockey sticks.
I love you.
Unconventional coding. Still love PHP and jQuery. You would. Chatty Con, thank you very much. Luke Mason and Ekra. Rem, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I hate HTML. Yeah, you should. HTML sucks. I love JS. Fuck. No, you don't. You don't. All right, thank you. Do you hate Dreaming Bird, the perfect programming language? Okay, that one might actually be good. Turok 2. A while back, you went over a video talking about design patterns, and you threw out a note that the builder pattern was good for protobufs. Could you explain on that? Builder pattern is just really straightforward.
Welcome to Costco.
It's like make an
I love
object, set this property, set this property, set this property, set this property, enhance into a protobuf, or enhance into a flat buffer. Please, let's see. Please ignore Twitch Primes. I don't like them. I like Twitch Primes. I thought did I miss one? Is that what you're trying to say? I I am Twitch Prime. Please don't ignore me. Chief Weed Officer. Hating languages is kind of mid. I hate whole of humanity. Jeez, thank you for the bits, Mr. Hater. Let's see. When do you switch to a 40-key keyboards? Please read about the home row modifiers.
Welcome to Costco.
No.
I love you.
No. Yes, this right here. Okay, no. I'm not going to go out there and play on some stupid-ass keyboard with 40 keys, okay? We're going all in on a proper keyboard. You know how much wrist pain I have? I tried to type on this thing for a week, and I had such wrist pain that I thought I was going to die, okay? Literally die of wrist pain, like a baby, okay? I haven't read it yet. No, I haven't. McKirsey, thank you for the brand new Twitch Prime, and of course the 7 months Twitch Prime. Let's go, Boomer. Yeah, it's called getting old. You're gonna do it too, and your little wrists are gonna die, Mr. Drama Queen. Yeah, that's right, baby. Let's do it. Are you guys ready for a little bit? All right. So we have this. I'm just saying this is something we could do.
Welcome to Costco. I love you. Welcome to
Everyone,
Costco.
shut up.
I love
Shut
you.
up. Shut up. Shh.
I don't even hate PHP and I used it since like 2001. I never want to use it, but I don't hate it. I only hate JavaScript. For soccer cuck.
What was the last part? Did I just hear suck a cock at the last part? What did I just hear at the end there? What the hell? Fusaka cook. You're like, what? Is the video behind the audio? Literally just switched to the Advanced 360, and it's a dream. Yeah,
Welcome
hell yeah,
to
it's a dream. It
Costco.
does make life much better.
you.
Thank you, Absolbel. Thank you for the brand new Twitch Prime. What? Fasakakak. You look like Lelo Salamka. In a good way, I guess. Okay, well, that does not sound like a compliment. And second off, I never look up anyone's name due to the fact that I have been called a porn star before and I didn't realize it, and then looked it up on Twitch, and then, you know. My wrists were fucked until I switched to an Ergodox. Could never go back now. Exactly. So I don't look up names. I don't look up names. It's a requirement. I have an advanced 360. The only thing that pisses me off is the alt tabbing. Really? I just go like this. Wrist straight. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. You are as accomplished as Johnny Sins. So that's the only name I know because I saw people tweet about it in the gaming world due to some appearance on Twitch. Okay, I don't look at porn. It's a stretch for me. Have you ever reacted to coding sucks? Why job and programming is absolutely hell? No, I haven't. All right, hey, first time chat. Yep, first time chat. All right, hey. Why not porn? Porn is horrible for you in every objective way, and then subjective ways as well. Did you know that just even exposing specifically men to sexual images reduces your cognitive ability to solve problems by 30 straight minutes? You become stupider. It's like literally bad for your brain. All right. Yeah, porn is a horrible addiction out there because it is touted as a good thing, right? Anyways, I think that's why it makes it so bad, is that. All right, so we have that. Could have been Einstein. Okay, so we have a couple different things that I want to go over. There's also the Grug Brain, which this guy is just a prolific writer, and he just has amazing little blurps, to go over. So I think it'd be a lot of fun to do that. How to never get a job. Minecraft Jippity. Well, apparently they want me to sign in, so we'll just hold off on that one. All right, what do you think? Let's do a little poll. New poll. Next. We'll go like this. Grug. How to never get job. JavaScript GC slow, question mark. Single ownership. Single ownership without GC ref counting, or borrow checker, right? I don't even know what that is. And then lastly, Google Cloud. We can start putting that on there, okay? We can start putting it on there, okay? Thank you for all the follows. What about GraphQL on next? I have that on the docket. Did you? I haven't gone over that yet. No, I wrote the Falcor client for mobile. GC equals glory coding. Absolutely. We don't own shit in this economy. I own some shit. I mean, this is potentially true. I'm not an addict. I just watch a few times a day. Shit. JS Rome Joe. Thank you very much. Or is it JS Romeo Joe? Rome Joey-o. Okay. Obviously, you're all here for one reason. Google Cloud. I get that. Okay. But JavaScript slow, also really close second. So we'll do that next, okay? We'll do that next. And then how to never get a job. Grug also looks good. Yeah. All right, are you ready to do this? Watching live for the first time while doing work from home. Will be senior in college soon. Very grateful to be finally making money. Yeah. It should be fun. I have been doing Flutter for 1 year now, and my summer vacation, I downloaded Vim and started using Rust course. Nice, let's go. All right, hey, I'm going to go pee, and then we're going to get started. Google Cloud time. Okay, Elon. Hey, boss, not sure if you remember me, but I sent a message in here about once every 2 months saying, have a nice stream, something like that. Anyways, have a nice stream. Well, hey, thank you. Thank you very much. All right, let's go. A $5 piss. Okay, it's a bigger P tag than that. Come on, guys. Come on. Sick Undies came across your YouTube channel 2 months ago, and nice to have. Finally found a programming community that I can totally relate to / feel part of. Nice. Well, hey, thank you, Sick Undies. Appreciate that. I have alerts off just because I'm ready to do this, okay? All right, here we go. Are your shrubs thriving from the pee or dying? So I don't pee on shrubs. I'm not a dummy, Shy Rye. What kind of dummy do you think I am? What kind of dummy do you think I am? What kind of dummy do you think I am? Marker, Google Cloud. Okay, so I just discovered this going around on the old Twitters right here. This was just from a few days ago. This guy, Just Jake, right? He's Jake. Just him right here. He's a conductor at Railway, hiring, okay? And he says, Beyonce, you, Google Cloud. Okay. You from Google Cloud. Literally never seen this before in my life. They automatically lowered our quota, causing an incident, and then refused to automatically upgrade it? We had such a litany of issues. I don't know how anybody uses this product. So as you can see, they're making a few requests. Then they're making 0 requests. Google just turned off a service that's just turned it off. Tom's a genius, but Tom can't solve the 0 computer problem, right? If there's not a computer for him to be a genius on, he's just like the rest of us. So anyway, it goes on quite a bit. He obviously throws in a couple insults and then also says he's going to do something with DHH. Nobody likes that plan, okay? DHH, Stands for a dummy, okay? From the call with Google just now, them, you exceeded the rate limit. Us, we did 5,000 requests per 10 minutes. The quota was approved at 18,000 per minute. Them, that's not the rate limit. Us, what's the rate limit? Question mark. Not sure. Have to check with the team. Can you imagine getting this? Imagine doing 5,000 requests per 10 minutes, right? And then just having it turn off, right? Like, it's not even a huge amount of requests. That's 500 per minute. What is that, 10 per second? 10 per second. And they're like, no. By the way, 5,000 requests per 10 minutes, you should be able to serve that off a single machine using Rust and Leptos, okay? That'd be easy peasy pumpkin seedsy. Stop using JavaScript already, okay? But real talk, what's your scaling issue? Should be just a single machine. But, I'm just saying, this is insane. Well, I love the Jerry Seinfeld reference right here. That's super awesome. I'm not going to watch it. Look at this. This is even better. He's waiting for the premium 15-minute support. Imagine having your product completely shut down, and then you have to wait for premium support. You paid them money to support you better, and they crushed you. And so then it keeps on going right here, which is, it turns out this guy right here, HashiCorp guy, right? HashiCorp? I got that right? I thought he was HashiCorp. No? Pragmatic Eng? I thought it was HashiCorp. Okay, I'm stupid. My bad on that one. Sorry, Gurgly. This is my bad. Anyways, he stayed away from Google Cloud since this time. And check this out. Look at this email. He's sending it to Google. This is a Google email. All right, I understand Google's reasoning behind the change of pricing. However, you're going about it is completely amateur and the perfect example of how to alienate your customers. Here's the main reasons. One, early adopter. We've read the frequently asked questions in the docs when signing up and chose Google App Engine because of the lucrative CPU time-based billing. I learned Python only to be able to take advantage of this. This was the core of the service, which you're now throwing out the window. By the way, I love the fact that they learned Python just to use Google App Engine. But if you don't know, Google App Engine largely supported Python for a long time. I think they made the switch over to Go in late 2013, if I'm not mistaken. I trusted Google enough to build and scale on Google App Engine, of course. It was in preview, but Gmail was in beta for 3 years and nothing changed after that. Went stable. How was I to assume that leaving preview will include dramatic changing in the service offered, CPU time, and pricing? Now up 400% on my side. Oh, right. Should have probably not put trust in Google. Transition time. After 3 years of preview, you've suddenly given us 2 weeks to adjust to the new environment. By the way, I hate this of companies. Twitter did this. Other companies do this. They come up with a new plan. Reddit just did this, right? They make a huge change in which you've built up years of product on. And they're like, by the way, you got 4 days. No, I understand it took you years to get here. You got 4 days. That's what you got. You got 4. 1, 2, 3, get it done. What? It's just like insane that this is okay. Just crazy. Except the new environment still has faults. No Python 2.7 and the scheduler buggy. That's even better. You have to upgrade, but by the way, it doesn't work. Today, you've extended this by another week and a half. This is a completely unreasonable time frame, and the fact that even Google App Engine team doesn't have a set date implies there's quite some chaos going on your side as well. Communication. All you've provided as guidance is a few liner pricing range, a blog post, and a really short frequently asked questions. All that barely got into any detail. Guess we'll have to figure out how to optimize for the new system. It's pretty clear from this form that either Google doesn't care about the few 100% of price increase that its customers will have to pay without investing heavily into optimizing their app, or that it was actually the motive. I remember Google starting out as "Don't be evil," but that was a while back. Again, a great idea to never have a slogan that has no concrete definition behind it. I have been very much disappointed in how the situation is being not communicated and handled. I've completely lost the hard-earned trust in Google. I'll try to optimize my app as much as I can, and at the same point, make steps to migrate to a more viable platform. This bitter lesson is also alienating me from using other Google developer platforms and services. If you ask me, you've just gained and tested a great enterprise cloud service, congratulations for that, and slapped all the early adopters for using it in the face, degrading them to guinea pig testers, congratulations for that as well. I would call this a short-sighted move, but then again, that's probably why I'm not running the the Google App Engine team. Now, so this was 2011, right? Look at this. Google's been screwing people over for some time, but this just has to be the biggest screw over of all time right here. I just can't believe, like, how is this even legal? Right? I would assume as part of the terms and condition, I guess as a company, I mean, I'm positive larger companies have deal with cloud providers saying like, hey, we get this much amount, we have these kind of terms and conditions. But man, like, how could you ever use Google under that? And so then, of course, I checked, okay, because this is a pretty big one, right? 1.1 million people saw it, all that. So I'm thinking, okay, Google Cloud probably at least made at least like one, they probably said something around June 10th, right? Instead, they just showed this guy over and over again. Okay, there he is again. There he is again. Okay, June 10th. So let's see. Oh, there he is again. Okay, so June 9th, nothing happened. Something about Google Cloud, hot off the press, partnerships, that guy again. Where people come from on the internet, premium support. They're advertising on the day that this guy is posting getting about premium support. Come on. Tell me this isn't beautiful. Tell me this is not like the most incredible, like all life is art but unknown to thee. Like this is the greatest thing that can possibly happen. And so yeah, so they don't even post anything about it. They don't even respond. They don't do anything. It is crazy. It's actually crazy. Moral of the story, never, ever, 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 ever use Google Cloud. I think that is just the general lesson you should learn here. Use anything else. DigitalOcean, Linode, AWS. Like, just imagine this happening to you, because I actually really enjoyed my experience doing Google App Engine in 2013. I really liked it. I developed on it for a year and a half. I loved Google App Engine. This is crazy. Okay. Obviously, I don't think it's called Google App Engine anymore. It's probably called Google Cloud or something like that. Fly.io. Fly.io sounds really popular. Wasmer.io. I don't know if you've seen that one. They did the whole POSIX WASM thingy. This one looks pretty exciting to start doing, where you just compile your application. And they even, from me, I asked them to do examples. Their examples are in Leptos and Rust. How cool is that? I was just like, yo, if you want me to look at this product at some point in the future, you give me Rust and Leptos, and I'll do it. And they said, deal. And I said, make sure it works with Terso. They said, deal. It's awesome. It's awesome. So there's a lot of good options out there. Never use Google. Ever. For any reason. Ever. The name. Oh, by the way, that wasn't an ad, by the way. Just in case. I just realized someone might think this is an ad. They don't pay me. They've never paid me a single cent. They've offered. I've currently said no, but I could check it out. But currently, no. Not an ad. The name is don't use Google Cloud again, okay? Ever. Ever. Do you recommend PlanetScale instead? No, I would not. Terso. I don't recommend. Terso, okay, to be fair, I am part owner in the company of Terso. I think it's a great product. I'm on the advisory board. I love it. Rust first, fast, squeal light, local file testing. All the good stuff. Better free tier. That's an ad. That's an ad. That last part is an ad. That last part is an ad. So there you go. Bias. Full disclosure. Owner of Gen. Yeah. I said it. Base shill. That's like my only shill I have, okay? That's like my only shill. Do you mean the Primogen? I am not a furry! I am not a furry. Okay, stop it. I'm not. The Furrigen. I'm not a furry! The name is not a Furrigen, okay? I'm not a furry. That's what a furry would say. That sounds like, no, shut up! Shut up! No, furries wouldn't say that because furries are proud that they're furries, okay? Furries are like, yo, I'm a furry. My animal's a wolf, right? Like, they're into it, okay? Non-furries don't deny, furries don't deny the furry. I'm not a closeted furry. If you're not a furry, why do you have so much facial hair? Because I'm a man, okay? Sorry, I have just seemingly endless amounts of testosterone. Okay? Sucks to suck. Trash dev. Trash dev can only grow hair right here and not even that good. Okay? What's up, Prime Chat? It's not my fault Trash dev can't grow no hair. Okay? Endless amounts of testosterone. Still in denial, eh? Okay, I'm not in denial, Grizzly. That's it. I work out, okay? What beef do you have with Planet Scale? I don't have any beef with him. Beef is an inappropriate term. I just think Terso's nicer. I like who runs Terso. I know them really, really well. They're incredibly competent engineers. If you look at anyone, I mean, one of the founders, Glauber, spent 2 years optimizing ScyllaDB, and that is it. So it's like, who am I going to choose? The guy with like 20 years of Linux core Linux credentials, and does nothing but make databases super fast. Or Planet Scale geared towards TypeScript developers. I'm just gonna choose the one that I like, okay? I'm gonna choose the one that's just like, Rust is awesome. Here's a Rust client. Rust is first class. We also provide TypeScript and all these other ones. Hey, guess what? You can use any of these other things. Hey, we're gonna run a lot of libraries. We're gonna do all that. Lipsqueal is awesome though. Lipsqueal is awesome. You know what I mean? I just like them better. And that's the thing, is sometimes liking something is irrational. Right? Right? Like, I like Viewer. I made him a mod. He's probably the least trustworthy person on this platform. Why? Because I like him. Okay? It's irrational. Probably a bad decision on mine. This is true. Yeah. He understands. He gets it. Silas DB. Yeah, Silas is pretty cool. Your testosterone can't be real until you see plus plus. I mean, I don't think he's a furry. Don't even try. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, look at the clip. Totally untrustworthy. I'm not looking at nothing. Oh, really? Oh, the Finnish Kraken. Okay, that's neat. All right. So we're gonna move on. He's more in. Get out of here. All right. So we have a couple other ones. There's I'm getting self-promoted again. I got single ownership, the Grug-brained developer, how to never get a job, Rust programming language absolutely positively sucks. All right, so which one are we gonna do? Which one are we gonna do? Which one are we gonna do? Dealer's choice. All right, let's do some Grugs. Let's do some Grugs. We're gonna do a couple Grugs, okay? The Grug-Brained Developer, a layman's guide to thinking like a self-aware small-brained. That's me. This is me, okay? This collection of thoughts on software development gathered by Grug-Brained Developer. Grug-Brained Developer, not so smart, but Grug-Brained Developer program many long year and learned some things, although mostly still confused. Grug-Brained Developer try to collect learns into small, easily digestible, and funny page. Not only for you, the young Grug, but also for him, because as a Grug-Brained Developer, get older, he forget important things, like what he had for breakfast, or if he put pants on. Big brain developers are many, and some not expected to like this. Make sour face. Think. They are big brain developers. Many, many more. And more even definitely, probably, maybe not like this. Many sour face, such as internet. Note, Grug once think big brained, but learned the hard way. This is me, okay? It's not me, actually. But I do know who wrote this. And they are from Montana. I'm also from Montana, and they don't follow me on Twitter. You know who you are. And you know what the worst part about this? You will make a meme of you not following me on Twitter after I make this video, which is very upsetting, okay? Very, very upsetting. Anyways, it's fine. Is free country sort of an end of day not really matter too much, but Grug hope you fun reading and maybe learn from many, many mistakes Grug make over long time programming life. Okay, here we go. So we're going to start with part 1. The eternal enemy. Complexity. Apex predator of Grug is complexity. Complexity bad, say it again. Complexity very bad. You say now. Complexity very, very bad. Say it, Twitch! Thank you. Thank you. I was pretty upset. No? Peen Joyer? What the hell was that man's name? What did Peen Joyer say to me? Hey. Oh, it's not Peen Joyer. That's not Peen Joyer. But you could imagine if it was, his name would work out with the Grug Report. Okay, anyways. Let's see. Given choice between complexity or no one against T-Rex. All right, hold on. Whoa. Given choice between complexity or one-on-one against T-Rex, Grug take T-Rex. At least Grug see T-Rex. Complexity is a spirit demon that enter codebase through well-meaning but ultimately very clubbable non-Grug brain developers and project managers who not fear complexity spirit demon or even know about sometime. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh no! Oh no! The complexity spirit demon real! One day code base understandable and Grug get work done. Everything good. Next day impossible. Complexity demon spirit has entered code base in very dangerous situation. Grug no able to see complexity demon, but Grug sense presence in code base. Demon complexity spirit mocking him. Make a change here. Break unrelated thing there. What? Mock. Ha ha. So funny, Grug. Love programming and not becoming shiny rock speculator like Grug senior advise. Club. Not work on demon spirit complexity and bad idea actually hit developer who let spirit in with club. Sometime Grug himself. Sadly, often Grug himself. Say Grug. Say again. And say often. Complexity. Very, very bad. All right, so let me kind of expound upon this one. And so as I see what Grug is trying to say, let me translate, okay, from one small brain to another small brain. How I see this, and this is something I've been really trying to do for the last couple years, is I call it one-dimensional programming. I literally try not to abstract, ever. I only abstract once I find myself using the thing enough times, right? Like I don't proactively abstract. I reactively abstract. And what I mean by that is that, especially with TypeScript is by far one of the worst languages for this. TypeScript, what you're going to do is you're going to create a function and you're going to want some fancy autocomplete, right? You're going to want your keys and everything to be like specific strings, and you're going to kind of go into it and you're going to build all the right stuff. And then what happens? Well, when you need to refactor, which because you inevitably got it wrong, the amount of TypeScript type programming you have to go back through and retroactively change is enormous. And then you have to change the code itself. Like TypeScript is by far the worst candidate for this. And I find myself doing this all the time. I have built so many TypeScript projects at this point. My current one is just growing. Still, it's growing wildly out of control. And for like the last 2 months in this one, I've done no form of abstracting, and it's been one of the most maintainable things ever. Because by the time I need to abstract, I create in my mono repo a new section, and that new section contains my new like piece. And then it's very easy to abstract, right? I don't know. It's just nuts. It's just nuts because when I was younger, I always did like the clean code approach, right? Oh, what's this thing? Oh, I better make it an enum. I better do these kind of things. I better make these accessing methods. I better create this thing like right? And it's just like one line of code in the end if I would have just made it stupid. But instead, I didn't make it stupid, and I threw in generics everywhere. Like, if you're finding yourself using generics before you even know you need to actually, for real, use generics, you're doing it wrong, and TypeScript just really lets you do it easily. Because you don't even have to, like, define the bounds on generics or anything. You just go all after it. It's crazy. It's wild. Reject 5-head, returning to Grug. Yes, let's go. You don't understand anything I'm talking about? Oh, man. Just build a couple projects and just go for it. The power of the old %s old new statement in code maintenance should never be underestimated. This is so true. If you make your code stupid enough, it's easy, right? Our teacher gives us a B+ because he thought it was too simple. Ugh, your teacher. Okay, so again, this is why academia sucks, right? So the one problem about school in the larger sense is that what happens in the real world and what happens in school are two very different things, okay? Teachers sit around, get out a whiteboard, and produce whiteboard masturbation for 6 months on end. And then when the grant starts running out, they then go and get a second grant, and everyone's happy. And then they hire some stupid, naive, the world is still amazing junior, and being like, we're going to do this incredible project. They circle jerk that person around for another 6 months, creating UML and sequence diagrams. And by the time they're done with all of that, at the end, you have to get another grant. Everyone's clapping them. Man, this project is incredible. Look at them circle jerk and whiteboard masturbate. Next thing you know, they're going to have clipboards and science lab coats going on. And guess what? Still haven't actually made anything because the measurement is not based in real world impact. It's based in grants, which means the more pedantic and the more unrealistic you can make it, the more successful it is. By the way, I in no way at all am talking about the years I spent writing UML diagrams and UML masturbating for months on end without actually writing any code. Definitely not me. That's not about me, okay? That's not about me. The name is the PTSD-agen. The rantagen. Yeah, I got a little in there. I'm not masturbation of the ligmas, okay? Get out of here. Are UML diagrams completely useless? Pretty much. Here's what I do. This is what I find every single time I do anything with UML diagrams, I always do the exact same thing, right? I start off and I write a square and I go, that looks good. I like this. I kind of do a little, like maybe a little notation, and then I draw another square of my program. And I start doing a second bit of notation. And by the time I get to the third square, I go, what the am I doing? I should just actually code this out and put that in there. I'm spending more time drawing out stupid ass ideas when I could just take a singular file, fill it with all these ideas, and see if the thing works in like 12 minutes. You know why? Because I type fast. I write slow. I type fast. I have a great setup. I have a great editor. I have great integration with my environment. I will get this shit running in 2 seconds, or I could spend my entire day drawing boxes of arrows that mean nothing in the end. Oh, I hate UML. Oh, I just, yeah. I can't help. Okay, I can't help it. How much I just want to die when I write UML every single time. Okay, the only times that I don't just start writing code is when a problem is so sufficiently complex that I, instead of actually like writing out stuff, I actually start drawing a picture and let my brain stop thinking about it for a moment. And when I stop thinking about it for a moment and just relax and I'm just drawing, all of a sudden the thoughts start flowing and then it starts happening and then I stop drawing my picture and boom, problem is solved. I don't, just back brain the SOB and that's that. You know what I mean? Sequence diagrams are great. Sequence diagrams are different. Sequence diagrams for like displaying how many teams have to work together, passing messages around, fine. I will accept that. TVUI client sends this message to server to say it's starting. Server receives this message, sends message that it's starting. Client does whatever. When it's done, says, I am done. Server then finishes off and says it is done. Logging / A/B test / canary goes, okay, I expect start, stop. Right? Like that's totally fine. Sequence diagrams are great for aligning multiple teams. Of course I gave a really useless version because I'm not going to go into some detail with 400 separate events, right? Like look at TCP for a second. TCP makes perfect sense to have a sequence diagram because it is complex as shit. RTP. Why don't you go look at RTP and how it works and all the different versions and FEC and uneven level protection, forward error correcting and Reed Solomon and sending all that crap everywhere. Guess what? You're going to want a little sequence diagram to go like, hey, I send this message, you do this thing. You send this message, I do this thing, right? Like you just want that in network protocols because it makes perfect sense. It just simply makes sense. Sequence diagrams are fine for a very select few things. That is that. Okay? 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 Why are you guys so quiet? Did my internet break? Did I break the internet? No. Are you guys considering deeply what I've just said? Okay. 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 The name is ThePrimeagen. I really got upset there. I'm sorry. But let's turn that into... Can we turn that into a YouTube video? All right, hey, I'll be right back. Hold on. So, when I get bored, I draw random designs until they turn into something. Kind of like when you look at clouds, you can see clouds. And this is my last design. I just got this book from Netflix a couple weeks ago. It's been there for the last 5 years, so I haven't been able to like touch it. But here's my current last design I drew right here. There's like a tree right there. That was kind of fun to draw. And then like the little inverse of the tree and all that. It was fun. I really like a really nice pen and then just draw without thinking. Right? It's fun. You just don't think, and you just draw. And that's that. Is that a tree or a mushroom cloud? Not just a tree. Don't try to mushroom stamp me, baby.
Welcome to Costco.
You were bored in a meeting. Yeah, that's pretty much what happens when I'm thinking. I just like to draw things.
Welcome to
hey,
Costco.
Thank you very much for all the subscriptions. Mumbedi, thank you very much. Cash me if you can. Dude, I'll cash you if I can. Okay, Murda Senji and Kenna Caneos. I don't know how to say your guys' name. These are crazy names to me. I don't know how to say them. Black Briar Meadery. I believe I remember seeing that. Thank you very much. Falanan, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Lots of new Twitch Primes. Drakov, Field of View. Thank you. Thanks for saving my wrist. Hey. You're welcome. Thank you for the brand new Twitch Prime. Machine Scream, thank you. Jonathan Thrill, thank you. Which pen? I don't know. I just got it from the closet at Netflix. We have like a pen closet. The pen
Welcome
15
to
closet. You
Costco.
know what I'm talking
I
about?
love you.
Very precise. And use that. All right, here we go. I'm gonna turn off alerts. The pro fun. Let's do one. Let's continue on with another grug. Let's do another grug. Let's do another grug. Okay, marker. Bueno dia. Do you have any opinions on graphics libraries? No, I don't. I intentionally did not even say anything because I don't have opinions on it, okay? I don't have opinions. Okay, if I don't read what you say, it's because I did read it, probably incorrectly, and then I just ignored. Let's see, why you move your head like you listening to music? I listen to music. All right, Grug Report, next section. Saying no. The best weapon against Complexity Spirit Demon is magic word no. No, Grug, not build that feature. No, Grug, not build that abstraction. I realized I put the comma in the wrong place. I said, no, Grug. Which is pretty good. You know, like, if you read it the other way, it actually works. No, Grug, not build that abstraction. No, Grug, not put water on body every day or drink less black think juice. You stop, repeat, ask now. No, this good engineering advice, but bad career advice. Yes, is magic word for more shiny rock and put in charge of large tribe of developer. Sad but true. Learn yes, then learn blame other grugs when fail. Ideal career advice. You know, I know this is a joke, but it's also a little sad. But Grug must be, let's see, but Grug must to Grug be true. And no is magic Grug word. Hard to say at first, especially if you nice Grug and don't like disappoint people. Many such Grugs. But easier over time, even though shiny rock pile not as high as might be otherwise, is okay. How many shiny rock Grug really need anyway? Spoken like a true Montanan. Spoken like a true Montanan right here. It's actually really good advice, which is you should always push back. Why does this resonate with me so much? Because we've all said yes too much. Whoa, 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 whoa. Did I just see Montana Big L? You're going to come in here like that with, you know what? Because you've sent that many messages, I'm only going to give you a timeout. Okay? That is that. Next time you do that, though, you're out. Forever. Then he said Montana was an L. Karen, it's like... Can you just ban him for me? What is Montana? Wasn't that a Disney show? You shut your dirty mouth. Soiling the good name of Montana. Wyoming or less Montana is the real L. Yes, yes. As a classic, so for those that don't know, being from Montana, just because you know you can't get banned, okay? That's cheating. You are wrench abusing at this point. Here's the deal. When I was younger, we would use insults like this. Your family's from Wyoming and you celebrate French traditions. Okay? So that was a classic Montana oh my goodness. I hired viewer and now look at what's happening right now. Okay? This is so inappropriate. Gosh. This is too American for me to understand? Yeah, it is. Don't worry. Fine. We're going to keep on going. Okay? Dickheads. Saying okay, sometimes compromise necessary or no shiny rock. Me no dinosaur meat, not good. Wife firmly remind Grug about young Grugs at home need roof, food, and so forth. No interest in complexity demon spirit rant by Grug for 50th time. I'm not looking at chat right now. Y'all are a bunch of dicks. You know what? You guys probably all celebrate French traditions are from Wyoming, okay? In this situation, Grug recommend okay. Okay, Grug, build that feature. Then, Grug, spend time, think of 80-20 solution to the problem and build that instead. 80-20 solution says 80% want with 20% code. Solution maybe not have all bell and whistle. That project manager want. Maybe a little ugly, but work and deliver most value. And keep demon's complexity spirit at bay for most part to extend. Sometimes, probably best just not tell project manager and do 80-20 way. Forgive. Easier forgive than permission. Project managers mind like butterfly, at times overworked and dealing with many Grugs. Often forget what even feature's supposed to do, or move on, or quit, or get fired Grug. See many such cases. Anyway, is in project manager's best interest anyway. So Grug not feel too bad for this approach usually. This is such a good piece of advice. This is actually, no, Yoda talks like this, I almost just Scooby-Doo. I think I almost just Scooby-Doo. Very close to Yoda. But real talk. This is incredible advice right here. Which is, I actually do this regularly. Which is, you hear what a bunch of people say, and you try to do what is most sensible without the complete extension of everything. Because the problem is that what you can do, like, here's, I've been doing this classifier. So we have this new thing that I've been working on, this kind of like this weird internal project that I've been kind of doing, which involves just like a bunch of different services all just trying to come together at once. And I'm trying to classify what the hell's happening, right? Because no one actually knows what the entire system is doing. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to build a classifier. The thing is that I could have done something that was really beautiful, but I just chose not to do something beautiful because in the end, I just want to like write a Hive query that does it for me. But first, I just need to like program it and understand the situation in the future, right? And so it's like I'm just doing this thing, and it really satisfies nothing of what people are trying to, like, of what people want, but it gives us all the answers we need. And so sometimes you don't have to do everything to do the right thing. And I feel like that is a very, this is a really, I love that. I love how, because I've never put words to what I try to do. This is close to what I try to do. Right? Sometimes you have to go all in, very specific, very prescriptive, but not every time. Not every time. I like this. Say no, say okay. And don't explain complexity demon spirit to your wife for the 50th time. Also very, very good advice. She know here. Trust me. As one with whom talks about this complexity demon spirit, you don't want to do that. All right, hey, the name? It's ThePrimeagen. I'm going to make a couple different videos out of this one. I think it's great. Because that, because if you do them all, it's just going to be hard, you know what I mean? The XKCG Adia Dan. Yeah, that's right. Yo, Prime, nerd question. I want to buy an Advanced 360 because of bad wrist pain, and I want to ask, is the keyboard noisy? I want one that makes the least amount of noise possible. You can do post-factory new switches on it, all that kind of stuff. The Grugagen. This is the part about working with clients that don't provide requests with detailed documents. You can just accept things and play dumb later. This is true. Very, very true. No, I haven't read. I don't think I've read that. Put it on the Reddit. I get almost everything I read from the Reddit, right? This is just, hey, I'm Grug. I'm Grug. No, I'm Grug. What's the Reddit? Reddit. It's ThePrimeagen React. I think we ran out of letters, so instead of the reacts, it's just React. If I'm not mistaken, that's where I got that one from. That's where I was looking at some of these other ones. I would like to do this one, but I've already done one Stack Overflow survey. Where do you think we're getting these things? I think we've already done this one. Web job shrinkage and layoffs. We already did that one. I want to do this one. I want to do that one, but it's still too new. That's where I got this one from. I want to do this one. Melky says I can do it. That's where we have this one, right? There's like a Grug Brain developer, like, right? These are where I get all these. Reddit isn't dead yet? Well, right now it's where I host what things I read on stream, okay? You know what I mean? Melky. Melky's great. I like Melky. How do you look so young? You're not a day over 45. What's the secret? Cocaine and strippers. Everyone knows that. Primed and React, as in your favorite JS framework? Absolutely. All right, let's do another grug. Let's do another grug, people. Quick question. Is it normal for people who get so goddamn mad over something I shared for free? Explain. I am an architect urbanist. I actually don't even know what that means, but I enjoy programming, and I always share my projects. Spaghetti code, but I'm happy doing them. And somehow people are mad over it and criticize the fact it's useless and will not get any attention. So I'm so confused at even what you're saying. To tell you the truth, coming in with a Kappa face at the end, I don't know if you know how to Twitch, but I'm super confused. No, I'm not over 45. I'm dramatically younger than 45. He obviously said something that made me feel bad. Okay? I'm not worried about layoffs at all. I work at Netflix, probably one of the safest companies out there. Your mom is a zero-cost abstraction. Got him. So I don't worry about that. Yeah. I think during this entire layoff, there was like 100 people laid off. Netflix, by the way. And it was just because we were shutting down part of like an org. You know what? I like to say, am I a high value male? No, I'm a high testosterone male. Okay. Ripping lip. Making code. Oh, do you work for Netflix? You know, I do. Absolutely, I do. What, you work for Amazon or something? You work for Amazon? If you don't have an adversarial relationship with your cardiovascular system, then you're letting weakness take over. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Adversarial. Are you taller than Theo T3? No. Theo is like 6'12" or some shit like that. I don't know how tall he is, but he's huge. Okay. But I do believe I could beat Theo in an arm wrestle. I believe I could push-up, squat him. I even think I could jump on taller box. That's that. Could I beat Theo in a boxing match? I don't know. Boxing is different because I don't like to hurt people. I don't think I have that killer instinct. I think Theo has a better killer instinct than me. You know what I mean? I think Theo could take me purely based on just the killer instinct. I don't know if he has one, but I just certainly don't. I don't like to see people get hurt. Could I out-furry him? Hell yeah. I know. I'm not a furry. Okay? I'm not a furry. I played cricket once. Broke the bat. What's wrong with being 45? Nothing's wrong with being 45. I'm just not 45. Okay? Stop it. Think of Theo as JS during the... What is a furry? It's not... Don't look it up. Don't look it up. Don't look it up. When are you moving to Kick? People have asked this question quite a few times, and people have been wanting me to provide some sort of answer to the Kick thing. Here you go. There's 1,800 people on here, and you can clip this SOB right now. I am currently not moving to Kick. Real talk. Obviously, I would do it for the right amount of money. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? But that deal probably not coming. So I'm not going to do it. Okay? Because here's the deal. If you were me and they said I will give you $10 million to go over. I'd do that for 2 years. Hell yeah, brother. But the reality is they're not going to make that investment. They're not going to do that for me. So guess what? I'm not going to do it. Yeah, see, that's my whole problem with Kick, which is even if I could keep everything else the same, view count, the generous donations you guys have made, all of that, everything perfectly identical, except I did it on Kick. I wouldn't do it because I do feel like they have some moral bankrupting that I just don't know if I could do that. You know what I mean? Hey, thank you, Jonathan Hill. I appreciate that. What would it take for you to shave your mustache? I'm not going to... My wife
Welcome
asking
to
me to.
Costco.
It's all about the Washingtons.
I love you.
Wow. You know I love them Washingtons all day, baby. Real talk. I like Twitch better. Twitch has the best community. Okay? I think Twitch has the best chat. I think I just like it the best.
Welcome to Costco.
As a
I love you.
41-year-old furry, no, 45 isn't too
Get
old to
me
be
the
a
meat
furry.
And give it to me raw.
I think Twitch has the nicest staff. The thing is like there's a lot of things you got to worry about when it comes to Kick that I don't want to have to think about, unless if I had $10 million to think about it with. You know what I mean? Like if I had that, I'd have all the free time I need to think about it. But great chat, great community. I like the staff members. I wish the CEO could just take on some people, right? Like I just wish that the higher ups at Twitch would just grab like 10 streamers that control some level or understand the zeitgeist of Twitch and just start trying to be like, they should be the ones moving before the streamers and getting streamers to be like, hell yeah, Twitch. Like you could draw such a huge amount of people. I think Twitch still can win. They just got to learn to stop being the ones to put their foot in the mouth. They have to be the ones that all the streamers cheer for. You know what I mean? No one wants to cheer for Kick. Okay? No one wants to do that. Right? No one's like, I have confidence in Dan. Okay, well, that's good to hear. Like, the thing is no one has confidence in Kick, right? They're going to get just demolished by lawsuits and who knows, whatever. But I want to see the better platform win. I don't think Twitch is dying. I think they're just going through a hard part. Everyone goes through hard parts. It's totally normal. It's totally okay. I think that they could do better. I think that they're trying to do better. I think that they realize that they probably have crossed too many lines now. So therefore, they're probably coming back and saying, you know what, we need to do something different. And I really hope that they win. You know what I mean? I really do hope they win. I really do. I hope that's true. I hope it's true too. I love that. Again, dude, the devs, the staff members, amazing people. TwitchCon is like an event not to miss. Grizzly, if Grizzly's still here, that's why I hung out. Calling it now. It's going to be YouTube. If I were to switch, it'd probably be to YouTube. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Hey, by the way, thank you, Impact, for the 5 community subs. Thank you, Marshana, for the 1 gifted subs. An initial result for the sub. Appreciate that. Tons. You know what I mean? Yeah, YouTube chat sucks. See, that's the problem. This is why, they don't really care about streaming. I don't really want to do it. Isn't Kick a Twitch clone? Yes, it is. Oh, what about Instagram Live? I don't do Instagram. You know what I mean? The king is dead. Long live the king. Yeah. If Twitter did something for streaming, would you consider it? Maybe. Like if I knew I had to switch from Twitch to somewhere else, Twitter could be a place. But they have to do like a whole thing. Chatterbait, probably the likely home of me. You know what I mean? Rumble, I don't know what their platform is. I don't know anything about Rumble. You know what I mean? I'm not quitting Twitch. I like Twitch. You'd be banned by WokeTube in a minute. Probably. I'm not like the most sensitive individual. Why not TikTok? TikTok's I don't really like TikTok. You know what I mean? All right. Anyways, let's move on. Let's do another grug. Let's move on. I don't want to keep talking about this because I really love Twitch. I can't wait for TwitchCon. I want them to be successful. It's like watching someone make some bad decisions. They still have a chance to be really great, and you're hoping they do it. But if they don't do it, then like what you've built also dies too. And that would be much sad, and I'd be sad. Okay? So, there you go. That's how I genuinely really feels that way. Okay? Grug want Prime Talk Grug. Yeah, exactly. I'd be genuinely sad. Yeah, I want to go to TwitchCon. Last year, it was the same time as GopherCon. I hope that's not the case. Too lazy to check? Just stream on Netflix? Yeah, okay, I'll just whip up a classic live streaming user opt-in service on Netflix real quick. Hold on. All right, here we go. Let's do a little Grug 3. I don't care what anybody says about you. You seem like a pretty cool guy. Hey, thank you. I think. What are people saying about me? Hey, you know what? Forget what they say about you. All those times people call you an asshole, you're actually a pretty good guy. That's funny. I love that. I love those kind of compliments. All right, start. Here we go. We're starting. Factoring your code. Next strategy, very harder. Break code base up properly. Fancy word. Factor your code properly. Here is hard. Give general advice because each system's so different. However, one thing Grug
Welcome to Costco. I love you.
I did not turn off alerts. Gosh, I'm so bad at this! Ah, all right, off now. Gosh, so bad. All right. However, one thing Grug come to believe, not factor your application too early. Gosh, let's go. I know I just talked about it with the previous one right here saying no to the complexity spirit demon. But this is like, to me, this is the root of all complexity spirit demon is trying to be clever. The refactoring process. The refactoring process, which is commonly just a project. This is it. This is the moment. Early on in project, everything very abstract and like water. Very little solid holds for Grug's struggling brain to hang on to. Take time to develop shape of system and learn what even doing. Grug try not to factor an early part of project, and then at some point, good cut points emerge from codebase. So effing true. Dude, you just gotta let a project be a shit pile for like 2 months. It's like so okay. It is so okay to let this happen. It's not bad. Just let it happen. And you can make such great code out of it if you just wait. The hardest part is waiting, though, but not waiting too long, right? Because there's a cost to abstraction that rises every single time you add something, but the cost of early abstraction is like a sharper curve. Right? And it's harder to learn because then your refactoring points become smaller and smaller and smaller. It's just very, very difficult. Good cut points has narrow interface with rest of system. Small number of functions or abstractions that hide complexity demon internally, like trapped in crystal. Grug quite satisfied when complexity demon trapped properly in crystal. Is best feeling to trap mortal enemy. Absolutely. Grug try watch patiently as cut points emerge from code and slowly refactor. Oh, should have said factor. With code base taking shape over time, along with experience. No hard fast rule for this. Grug no cut point when Grug see cut point. Just take time to build skill in seeing. Patience. This is such a true statement too. This is why I have a hard time with like when anyone tries to do like the engineering definition side of programming, they're always like, you know, Martin Fowler's is probably the closest one I've seen, which is the rule of 3, refactor after you see something 3 times. But even then, I'll sometimes go to 4, 5 times before I do it. You know what I mean? Like, I really do appreciate the longer walk and just really making sure I have the right thing before I start abstracting. Like right now, I literally, in one of my pieces of code, I have the same piece of code 4 separate times. I could easily put this into a function, but I'm like, I'm just going to wait for a second. I'm just going to wait for a second. An example of this, vim examp.ts. Why not ts? Let's go like this. Let's have a function called run, a couple extra spaces in there, you know, and let's just say you go const map. Let's go like that. New map, string, why not? And you end up doing a couple things, right? Whoopsies. I messed that up, certainly. Oh, I'm not in Tmux. No wonder things are weird. I was like, why is this feeling so weird and looking weird? I'm not in Tmux. You could imagine that you could have some for loop over some crap, and you're doing things like const create key, or what is it? Key equals create key, and you do some sort of call here. And then you go like this. If, you know, like map 0 has, not has key, then you have to do something like... do this and go map 0 insert key create, I don't know, let's just call it, how about this one is an array, and the next one, let's just say map 1 is an object, and then map 2 is is something different, right? Is just say a number, right? And then you can do something like map 2 dot set map 2 dot get key +1 go back key, right? You could see something like this, right? You're just doing this thing over and over again, right? Where I could certainly I could start thinking about how do I want to abstract this. These are all very similar, right? And maybe I do something a little bit different here. Map 1 dot get key dot push 1, right? And oopsies, wrong object. 3 down. And let's go like, I don't know, foo plus equals 1. I don't know, right? You're doing something on each line right here. Foo, and then this one we can go push 1. I don't know, right? You're doing something each time. And so you're like trying to make these decisions at each point. Oh my goodness, LSP off. Wait, stop. All right, so you're doing something like this at every single point. And it's like so repetitive, but at the same time, it's like not quite repetitive and you want to abstract it, but I kind of feel like I need to let it go longer, right? Like if I don't let this go longer, I may just abstract it in a very stupid way. Maybe I shouldn't abstract it at all. Now, like, you could make an argument that, like, hey, oopsies, maybe I could abstract just this part, right? So, anyways, this right here. Sometimes grug go too early and get abstractions wrong. Go grug bias towards waiting, right? That's why I always wait. I always just wait until I really feel like I understand the abstraction I want to see. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to give an example. Stop trying to ask for, like, why that. I was just giving a really easy, simple example, right? Obviously, what you could do right off the rip, right, is you could, you know, like, I don't know, ensure, right? We'll call it map and default value equals 0. I don't know. Why not, right? And you can go like this. Key. There you go. Right? So, like, this would be a very simple one. If not map has key, then map... let's see, set key default value, bam, 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 right? Return map, look at that. Look how beautiful that would be. And then you could do something like ensure map 0 dot push 1, right? And then let's go like this, get key. Why not, right? There you go. You could do something kind of clever-ish like this, but maybe this is not what I want to do. I don't know yet. Like, I have to really make sure I understand it. It's really hard for me to abstract the world without really seeing it. You know what I mean? Just entry dot or insert. Does that, wait, does it have the entry API? You're lying to me. You're rusting me right now. You're giving me the old rust. I can feel it right now. Me no like. All right, the Rust hash map API is not end all though, so come on. All right, big brain developers often not like this at all and invent many abstractions, start a project. Oh, holy cow, have I seen this. Grug tempted to reach for club and yell, big brain, no maintain code. Big brain, move on, next architecture committee, leave code for Grug deal with. But Grug learn control passions. Major difference between Grug and animal. I love this, the 2 wills. Look at this man. Grug even talking about the 2 wills. Beautiful. Instead, Grug tried to limit damage of big brain developer early in project by giving them thing like UML diagram, not her code, probably throw away anyway, or by demanding working demo tomorrow. Thanks, baby. Working demo, especially good trick for force big brain makes something to actually work to talk about and code to look at that do thing. What? Will help big brain see reality on ground more quickly. Hold on just one second. Could you guys leave? Caleb. Sorry, my kid is just drinking a smoothie and just staring daggers into me. Much uncomfortable. Can I pay you in smoothies to go? Love you. I know you love me. Oh, she didn't even look at me. My wife didn't even look at me. She just left me angry. She loves me. I know she does. Okay? Deep down. Instead, let's see, hold on. Working demo, especially good trick. Force big brain makes something to actually work, to talk about, and code to look at that do thing. Will help big brain see reality on ground more quickly. Remember, big brain have big brain. need only be harnessed for good and not in service of spirit complexity demon on accident. Many times seen. Dude, this is so good. Holy cow. This is actually in fantastic advice. Honestly, if you work with someone that just writes constant abstractions, like, this is a great advice. Give us a demo. I want to see it. Let's push for a demo. Yeah, let's just see a demo first. Let's just make sure it's right. Let's make sure it looks good. Let's just make sure we got the right feeling. Hey, I just don't know if it's possible. Can we just make sure it works, right? Like, oh, this is beautiful. Best grug brain able to herd multiple big brain in right direction and produce many complexity demon trap crystals. Large shiny rock pile awaits such grug. This is true. Also sometimes called demo approach prototype. Sound fancier to project manager. Grug say prototype early in software making, especially if many big brains. Gosh, I love Grug. Grug, I know who you are. You still don't follow me on Twitter, and I know for a fact that this will be the second meme you will create at the end of this in which you will still make fun of me. Grug, I know who you are. And soon everybody else will on Twitter. Why Grug no follow me? Send. I just love Grug. I love Grug and want Grug love me. Tweet. Send. Grug's a genius. Okay, shut up. Obviously a genius. I'm not a genius. Okay, I'm not a genius. Does Grug love? Of course Grug love. You know Grug love. Grug has children, roof, and food. And wife that heard complexity spirit demon 50 times. All right, Grug looks good for 45. Shut up, I'm not 45. I'm not the 45agen. Not the 45agen. Okay? That's not who I am. Does Grug use design patterns? I'm sure when design patterns make sense. Okay? Yet. Okay, shut. Gosh, I'm not 45. No. You guys make me feel really young. You're a fur-agen. I'm the boo-agen. Oh my goodness. Marker Grug. Oh my goodness. We need to say some thank yous. Where's my thank yous at? Hey.
Welcome to Costco.
Hey,
I love you.
PrimeageN, how to get people to
Welcome
accept
to
changes
Costco.
we're making into a code base that they might be ignorant of, i.e. using namespaces, using simple but more advanced data structures, map versus object literals. I mean, there's performance aspects you could argue about. Maps versus object literals, they're like many times faster depending on how big it is. You could also use arrays or lists. You just gotta, personally, I just put the right people on the code PR, and if they don't understand it, I just talk to them and explain it, why it's better, and explain the benefits of using it. You know what I mean? Lazy Guru, thank you very much for that tier 1 6 months TCP stream, some of my favorite streams. Why did the developer cross the road? Why? TCP developer. Ack! TCP. Ack! The healthy coding community again. Ack! Oh no, did I miss the sliding window?
Welcome
Did we
to
just screw it
Costco.
all up, Knack?
I love you.
Sin. Oh shoot. No, we're not getting sins. No rest. No! 45 plus for a jet. Mars attacks. Okay, now you're just trying to get me to feel like I'm a boomer. How to stop thinking about inheritance when using Rust? Use Rust more. Honestly, it's honestly that simple. Finite Singularity, a 5 prime month prime sub to PrimeageN. So many primes. Too many? No, perfect amount. Thank you very much. Finn, Pravon, 13 months of joy and good times. Thank you for delivering all this good content. Hey, thanks, bud, for the 13 months. That's hard to do. And many appreciations.
Welcome
JJ,
to
the
Costco.
DGen. I have my first interview next week. Just wanted to say thank you for the massive inspiration. I love to hear that. I want you to get after it. I believe in you. Believe in yourself. Honestly, $5 a month will get you a great interview. And so I know you will do it. R. Hugler, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Isn't PHP good? I'm sure it's fine. Are layoffs still going on? I'm sure they are. I've seen you put it multiple times up here. Peace all, meeting time. All right. Let's do another grug. Wait. No. 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 I'm not. I'm doing these things. Grug is life. Yeah, I want to keep doing another grug. How many grugs do we have? Wait, did I just see Chesterton's fence? Oh my goodness, the man is a legend having Chesterton's fence in there. I was actually going to intentionally try to bring up Chesterton's fence today on stream. I just had no segues to do it. I literally had none, and yet, here we are. We're going to get it. Come on. Come on. What's that? Oh, but I feel like... Hey, favorite streamer, I got some big alerting tasks coming up for the entire month. I'm ready and hungry for it. Do you have any recommendations to maintain energy for it? Yeah, make sure you're doing proper explanation. Get deep enough that it feels good, but not too deep that it starts to feel bad. You know what I mean? Well, who's Chesterton and what's so special about his fence? Dum-dum. You're clearly not Grug. Does Agile make sense for you? No, I hate Agile. I'm gonna go pee! All right. Java fans spotted. All right, hey. All right, so for those that don't know what Chesterton's fence is, the most simple way to explain it is this, is that you're in a road, right? There's many different ways that this has existed, but you come across a fence. It's in the middle of the road. And there's effectively two types of people that exist. There's a person that sees a fence, sees that it's in the road, and say, we got to tear it down. Right? Get the fence out of there. And then there's a second person that will say, well, hold on. Before we tear down the fence, we need to find out why it's there. And that's kind of like this big distinction in life that you kind of have to understand is things exist and you don't understand why they exist. And so your first answer shouldn't be tear it down despite it looking completely useless. You should first ask, why is this fence there? Right? What is TypeScript? I'm the first person to... I'm the first time of person. Yeah. It's good. Let's see. The Sugon? No. What's Sugon?
Welcome to Costco.
How'd I do?
I love you.
How'd I do? Anyone for coffee? Thank you. It's a new game. I don't, you know, all these, get out of here. Just write code. For the most part, once you've written enough code and you've hated your life enough times, all these stupid, like, things you think of and all these dumb, dry, wet, solid, gaseous, whatever the hell you want to call all these dumb acronyms, in the end, you will realize how to write code better. Just go mess up like 100 times, and then boom, it's easier. You know what I mean? It's all about Bofa. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Fair enough. I don't know. I just don't have these like little acronyms that I set up in my head. Like here's a really good
Welcome to
thing
Costco.
to try. I almost forgot about my Prime
you.
sub. Well, hey, thank you, Gothic. Here's a really good way to go about it. Try to write code that you can unit test. Okay? I'm just saying. Try to write code that you can unit test, even if you don't do unit testing. Try to do that. And what you're going to find is that you will write code differently if you try to unit test it. Not TDD. Don't even unit test it. But what you will realize is that there's code in which you write that does the thing, and then there's the code you write in which interacts with the environment or things that are harder to actually do in unit testing. And you start writing your code differently, right? You start going, oh, okay, yeah, like here's the thing that does the stuff. Here's the thing that reads it from a file and then hands the thing over. You know what I mean? Like a lot of times you'll see people when they're younger, they'll go like this. I'm going to take in a file name. I'm going to read the file, do some manipulation, and then return it. Instead, you'll go, how about this one? One part reads from the file. The next part takes in the thing and does it to them. You know why? Because at some point you may want to read it in from the standard in. You may want to get it from a file. You maybe want to make it an HTTP call. You might want to get it from more than one source, so that way you have the separation. And when you've done enough of that, you'll realize, oh, okay, right? Grug write all code in main. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's what you got to be careful about. I write my unit test such that my code always produces the correct output. Big brain Grug. Is that? Let's see. Do you have an opinion? Have you seen Framework Laptop? No. I mean, I've seen it. I've never tried it. Do you do dependency? I feel like you put two different words together. Do I do inversion of control? I mean, from time to time. Not like a huge fan of inversion of control. Sometimes it's great. Sometimes it sucks. You know what I mean? Chesterton's fence. What software do you use for drawings? Excalibur. Would you offer a second language to learn after TS? I have a very
Welcome to Costco.
Oh
I
no.
love you.
Go, Rust, OCaml. Depending on how much you're excited about things. Hey, thank you for the 3-month. I appreciate that. Grug write for unit test. Grug 69% coverage. All right, how long have I been streaming for? It's 2 hours. I want to change it up. I'm going to save the Grug for another day. I love the Grug. Let's save the Grug for another day. Let's do this. Okay? Yeah, Zig. Zig's great. I'd do Zig. You know what I mean? I'd learn something else. The point is, what are you trying to learn? What is the purpose of your learning? It's probably what you should ask for first. Right? And then once you understand what you're trying to accomplish, picking a language is a little bit easier. You know what I mean?
Welcome to Costco. I love you.
I'm not going to forget. Yeah, I know. 0 upvotes. It's exciting. I love inversion of control if I'm using it in conjunction with auto wiring framework. Otherwise, depends. Yeah, there's things that I like about it. There's things that suck about it. And people tend to overuse it, and then it sucks. Sucks, but. Kavach, thank you for the brand new Twitch Prime. Let's go. Many appreciations. All right, so let's go like this. Rust positively sucks. All right, there we go. We're going to do this one. I'm excited about this one. Rust, the programming language, absolutely, positively sucks. Okay. Got 0 upvotes. It's on Rust. Pretty funny. I'm quite confident that I'll get torn to shreds for writing this post and called stupid, but I really don't care. Love it. Get on Twitter, okay? You got a home already. I have to call a spade a spade. Yes! The Emperor has no clothes. The Rust programming language is atrocious. It is horrible, and I wish it a painful and swift death. Is he trying to say like swift as in like swift the programming language? Like, is that what is the secret? Is that what we're trying to see here? I've been programming for well over 30 years. I'm quite good at it, usually. Okay. I have been told by many coworkers and managers that I'm super fast. Well, not in Rust. That is okay. No one's fast to begin with in Rust. I've used quite a lot of languages over the years, though I am by far most proficient in Java. I started working before Java even existed, so I programmed in C professionally for 10 years too. Then I switched to Java. I recall when I learned Java, I thought it was the greatest thing since sliced bread. Okay, same here. Now, here I am, forced to use Rust for a project at work, and it is beyond painful. Okay. I like where this is going in some sense. I really, I'm just going to assume that this is not a troll post and that it's a real legitimate post. And this is not someone who's used Rust for like 3 days and is upset about it. I'm curious. Here we go. If it's just simply borrow checker issues, that will be sad, right? Because you kind of get over those once you kind of get them, but then you kind of comes back later on and then you get over those ones. Then it comes back again. Then it's hard to get over those ones. Here we go. All the advice out there is to go slow, take your time, etc., etc. It is usually unrealistic in the real-world work environment when you have to actually accomplish a task for work. I need to write something that is highly multi-threaded and performant. I need what I need. It's not like I have the luxury to spend months building up to what I need from Rust. This is a good critique, right? It's perfectly fine critique, right? Especially if you're not proficient in Rust and you're being thrown on a project and you're time constrained, Rust would be a horrible experience. Like, I am fully on that team. That would be a horrible experience to be like, you need to get this done right now with Rust and threads. You'd be like, what the am I doing? Right? It'd be terrible. All right, right off the bat, as a total Rust newbie, I'm hitting all kinds of rough edges in Rust. For example, I'm trying to use Rust SQLite. It would be natural to stash DB prepared statements in a thread local for reuse in my multi-threaded code. I can't pass the connections around because I need them in a C callback. Too much detail here, I know. So I have to be able to look them up. Alas, after banging my head against the wall for a full day, I'm just giving up on the thread local approach because I simply can't get it to work. Part of the problem is that I can't stash a prepared statement in the same thread local struct as the connection from which they are created due to lifetime limitations. It also seems you can't really use two thread locals, one for a connection and one for prepared statements either. If there's a way to do it, I can't figure it out. Everyone knows you don't actually write Rust for a real project. It's purely to tell people you use Rust. It's not like actual Rust. Yeah, you use Tokyo, and you don't think about thread locals and all that. You just try to program it like it's JavaScript. I love it. Everyone knows this. Okay, right off the bat. Oh, gosh. Also, right off the bat, I'm having trouble with using async in trade functions. Poor guy. Dude, this poor guy. Assuming he really is a good programmer, does exactly what I did just recently, try to throw async and trade functions, and you end up just getting all sorts of just the world's most annoying problems with it. I tried to get it working with async trade crate, but I'm failing there too. Yeah, especially if you have impls in there. All in all, Rust is a nightmare. It is overly verbose, convoluted, hard to read, slow to compile, and lifetimes are a real cruel joke. Googling for what I need rarely results in good answers. I'm truly convinced that all people who claim Rust is great are either lying to themselves or others, or it is just a hobby for them. It shouldn't be this hard to learn a language. Rust feels like a major step back from Java. I had to rant because there are so many purple Kool-Aid drinkers out there on the Rust front. I call BS. Okay. Your average Reddit rant, I guess. Okay, this is exciting. Now it's time. Okay, we're about to get into the good stuff now. Yum, purple Kool-Aid skill issue. Yeah, the infinite skill issue. Yeah, if you just write Rust for 2 years, you're going to be able to easily do this, okay? This is such a simple task he's trying to do. You just need multiple years of experience and a few months to get it done, okay? I don't see what the big deal is. Obviously, skill issue. All right, anyways, right off the bat, as a total Rust newbie, I'm hitting all kinds of rough edges in Rust. Okay, we've already read that. I'm the maintainer of Rust SQLite. It's true. There are patterns you might be used to in C, SQLite, use that don't translate well to Rust. This is for safety reasons. Statements borrowed from the connection, which will definitely prevent the things you're trying to do. Instead, you should use .prepare each time or prepare cache if it's a large, complex query. It's fine. Okay. Thanks for confirming that I can't do what I was trying to do. Okay, very nice, very nice. Nice. Okay, so I like that the Rust squeal light guy came in here and been like, well, you know, it's a little bit harder than that. All right, let's what's another one? You're trying to write code in a way that is fundamentally different from the Rust way it wants you to. That's the crux of it. Oh, ooh, I missed it. Okay, here, okay, hold on. You started by learning, okay, hold on. So you started learning Rust by trying to make something multi-threaded that also interops with C instead of starting with something simpler so you can learn and understand how the borrow checker. That's a recipe for disaster. So, I mean, to be completely fair and on this guy's side, you could just do that with Go. You could probably do it with Zig. Probably do it with OCaml. You could probably do it with most languages. I mean, I understand what it's like when this is a professional project. You just got to do what you got to do, you know? You're trying to write code in a way that is fundamentally different from the way Rust wants you to. That's the crux of it. Start smaller, learn what it wants from you, then, then writing what you need here will be significantly easier. It sounds like you're trying to write things in an object-oriented manner. Don't do that. Rust isn't object-oriented. I do love this as a statement. This is kind of like, it reminds me of React devs as well. Right? React devs are like, the amount of times I've heard you're not doing it the React way, and yet, like, you can't in the real world, it's just very hilarious. It's a lot of, you're doing it wrong, just trust us, you're doing it the wrong way. Rethink best practices. Wow, can you divine from what I posted? You must be clairvoyant. Oh, dang, this guy's getting angry. It's amazing how the Rust community gaslights everyone that doesn't fall for the hype. Toxic. Maybe if the Rust community wanted to discourage any attempt from being remotely object-oriented, then Chapter 17 of the Rust book titled Object-Oriented Programming Features of Rust should be removed. I did not attempt anything not referenced in the official docs. They have a chapter on traits and how to use them in the object-oriented way. And they have tons written on async and await. Yeah, only an idiot would assume you could put both features together. Silly me. No. Hey, he's confirming his skill issue. There's some skill issue there, but I do really like that it's actually at 0, which I bet if you saw the stats, how many downvotes do you think are happening, and how many upvotes are happening? Oh, this is just outrageous. Yeah, I'd say that this is not very good communication. As for the thread local, what is object-oriented about that? SquealLite explicitly states that you can't share connection among threads. Trying to stash prepared connections in thread locals is perfectly reasonable to assume should be doable. -3. Yeah. If you're getting borrow checker complaints, that is the definition of doing something it doesn't want you to do. No clairvoyance to it. Got him! Well, you did say lifetime issues, so... Borrow checker? Who is clairvoyance? Yeah. All right, let's see if there's any other good top ones. Okay, just take a step back. Imagine you're brand new to C, and for your first project, you encounter async, SquealLite, 3, which is very easy to make pointer mistakes with, concurrency, proper thread synchronization, etc. Of course, that's going to be a daunting and extremely error-prone. Yeah. Now getting Rust to compile the first time is painful, extremely. But I guarantee that the first time it does, it will do exactly what you expect. No seg faults, no thread races, no async management, no my struct string should print hello world, but it says give it 0.5% of your 30 years experience with the other languages. You'll kind of hit enlightenment. I have to think about the same lifetime things when I write C. The compiler just doesn't know about them. Of course, we're always ready to help when you get stuck. Also, for what it's worth on performance, Rust scales extremely well. Getting the single-threaded proof of concept is hard and takes time. Turning it into something that handles 10,000 requests per second on 16 threads is almost trivial. Significantly easier than C. So maybe just a single-threaded us a better place to start. Single-threaded is a better place to start. Okay, I think this is actually really reasonable advice right here. This guy right here, Trev. I think we should congratulate this guy because this is exactly right. If you really were to do threading and everything in C, talking with the database, doing async stuff, like the first time you do it, like you're going to just make a lot of really bad decisions. Then you're going to make a lot of really bad decisions again. And then after doing it maybe 10 times, you'll start making good decisions. And I think he's 100% right, which is that the compiler, the good thing about Rust is that when the compiler does build, it's pretty much doing the thing you want it to do, which is not true of C. It will build and not do the right thing versus this doesn't build until it does the right thing, which I think is actually a really good one. Sounds like the company you're doing this for has poor engineering management practices. This isn't Rust's fault. Okay, not bad. This smells like bait. I'm almost certain of it. I can't believe a programmer with 30 years experience can't handle his manager. When a task is bigger than your skills, you let your management know early so they can assign someone better suited. When that is not an option, you let them know you can deliver with your preferred language. No need to suffer from this. Interesting take here. What do you think about that? Do you think this is bait? High fives all around. Yeah, we're still... No, I don't think it's bait either. I think OP is being genuine. I think it's frustration that something is turning out to be much more complicated than it feels like it should be. I can understand that. I remember going through similar pains when I originally learning Rust, although I didn't have stress of having to deliver an actual product. Yeah, I think this is good. I assure you, it's not bait. Funny you say about doing it in another language, because I also have it in Java, which I wrote on my own time, weekends. The problem is, I've been told that there's little chance that the company would go with Java, despite the team being all Java developers, because some emerging religion that thou shalt write a system code in Rust. Okay, why are people downvoting that one? That feels mean. I'm going to help the guy. Get it up. Okay, that feels fine. Wrote it on his own time. Weekends. Feels bad. All right. I don't want to go too deep into these comments. Any other good advice in here? All right. All right. So let's read one more. Sure. Let's upvote. At least, say I personally can relate to that one. Yeah, we can all relate to that one, right? We've all done things on the side to make the project work, and then the guy is probably not sincere. You don't think so? I'm really sorry to hear you're having problems. Inflammatory language aside, I found this subreddit to be genuinely helpful with getting a handle on some of Rust's harder concepts. It certainly sounds like you've been thrown into the deep end as far as using Rust is concerned, and I think that's terribly irresponsible of your employers. I'd probably, I'm probably a few decades your junior, so I won't pretend to know the answers to your problems. I will say that in general, Rust highly encourages clear ownership of data throughout the program and discourages mutability as much as possible. I'd also suggest writing your programs in the dumbest way you can first and performance optimized later. So I love this advice. Whenever I write anything in Rust to begin with, oh man, go with strings, clone them, do whatever you got to do at first, just to get because the thing is Rust, I'd say that one thing that Rust does, which is worse than every other language, is that it encourages trying to set in the abstraction you need early. And that can be such a huge disaster. And so that's one thing I really love about just writing it dumb and just clone as fast as possible, is that you will write and you will abstract and you will do the wrong thing every single time in the Rust version, and you'll do it way earlier than you normally do in any other language, and you'll do it way worse than you should have done it, and your performance will still be dog water because you just don't understand Rust. Like, Rust is actually it's a genuinely hard language to do well because it's easy just to clone everything. It's hard to do it well. It is really hard to do it well. And so I think this is just fantastic advice. Just get the thing running. Don't worry about anything else. Fast enough can be good. We can make it better later on. Because of Rust compile time guarantees and really elegant testing using cargo test and benchmarking with Criterion, it's really easy to modify the Rust programming. Multi-threaded, don't bother. Write a single-threaded version first and using Tokyo or Rayon to add multi-threaded afterwards. Yep. Caching, too hard. You can use prepare cache. Yep. Bit packing, booleans for minimal memory usage. Just waste RAM now and make more efficient later. Love it. Lifetime's not working. Just clone the data. Don't bother with references. Deriving the clone trait is a one-line code usually and surprisingly fast. Compile time slow. cargo, yeah, not much you can really do about that. I'd suggest using cargo check to minimize your issues, but sadly, the Rust compiler does a lot of work on each compilation. Yep. This is such good advice. So, for anyone out there that's struggling with Rust, this is your advice. Honestly, this is the most straightforward way to write good Rust programs. Rust is for big brains. Yeah, Grug generally uses Zig over Rust. I get that. Just because Zig no need big brain. Small brain good. But I do really want to go back to that one more time, which is Rust. It's kind of something I've been observing. I didn't know how to put it into terms until, honestly, I read the Grug thing. But I constantly abstract in Rust faster than any other language. And the reason why I do that, again, is because of lifetimes, references, all these things. I find that I go way too fast. What I should do, just clone. Just clone. Enjoy it. Whatever, right? Make it fast when you need to make it fast. For now, make it work, right? And I think that if I could just enjoy that advice more often in my Rust career, I would actually be a lot better at it already. Anyways, Rust makes you want to make it fast, dude. That is the fact. That's one of the so I really wish that Rust was never sold as a fast language. I really wish it was sold as a great type system and safety language first, right? Like, never say the word fast. You know, that can just be observed, right? Every time someone uses it, it just feels really creamy smooth, and you go, wow, that's so good, that's so nice. Why? We should do that better, right? Because the moment you want to make it fast, you do things that are hard. It's the type system. It's the enums, right? I love tagged unions. I think tagged unions are a great way to do stuff. I think I really wish the whole Shepherd Oasis thing with Rust and RustConf and all that didn't happen, because I would love to see compile time Rust. Dude, comp time Rust would be amazing, right? Because the macro system, I'm honestly too stupid for it. The amount of time you have to spend to become great at macros is just like an enormous amount of time. The amount of time you have to spend understanding something that's not that complex, such as, but not limited to, comp time, it's like tiny, small brain, right? And I mean, the traits are just interfaces. The trait system, the thing in which allows you to associate a type with another thing that's used elsewhere, like however they set it up, whatever that thing is. To me, that's amazing. And the fact that you have to bring in the trait to make the function appear, I think is both great, but also horrible, right? How good do I feel at Rust? I'm pretty good at Rust. I can program it. I can program your standard CLI application probably faster than most people in Rust, and I could make it with lifetimes and all that second time around pretty quick. I'm okay at Rust. Where I really start failing is like impls with async and traits, right? When I combine all the impls and everything together and then try to do it, I always find that I start running into really difficult things. You know what I mean? Anyways, you can do some good performance tuning in Rust. Yeah. We can make it work. We can make it work. Anyways, hey, guess what? The name is ThePrimeagen. Async is really not that hard. Honestly, like, you just have to think of it like a poll model. Think of it like an iterator, and it will make things a little bit easier. The moment you think of it like JavaScript, which is kind of like a hot async, it's hard. But if you think of it like cold async or an iterator, it becomes a lot easier. And long as you can kind of keep that in your mind, async is very, very simple in Rust. It's all the crap around async that gets really, really more annoying. The name again is the ThePrimeagen. You never think of anything like JavaScript. Yeah, that's pick. You're right. The name is 45agen. Damn it! Pick. Can you do performance tuning, but not per the connections prepared statements and thread locals? Got them. I'm most proficient probably with TypeScript and Rust. But my rust is slowly fading because I'm not doing it professionally at all. So I like to be good in that. You have to keep on doing it. You know what I mean? Java. I mean, I can kind of Java. You know what I mean? I can kind of Java. You know what I mean? Love the gray smoothie. Yeah. Oh, to be young again. Oh, to be young again. Oh, to be young again. All right, hey, everybody. Now that my emotions are genuinely hurt, I'm going to raid somebody because I got to go back. We're going to do more grug tomorrow. Oh, man, there's so many things I want to get finished up. I'm doing an experiment on YouTube. Again, I am not subscribed to this person or follow them, yet somehow I keep getting anime booty and anime bobs. Okay, I've never watched it. I've never looked at it. Korean female hentai artists. I'm only interested in one of those things. Okay. I'll let you think about that one for a second. What? Hentai? All right, who should we raid? Who should we raid? Who should we raid? I'm just scrolling down the main page. Wait. AI not safe for work? 18 plus Trump versus Biden debate? No. No, Twitch. No. All right, I'll listen to you. I'll listen to you, Nightshade, dude. Oh, no. Oh, no. All right, Nightshade, dude, I have no idea who this is, but there you go. Let's do it. This is for mature audiences only. Everybody get in. It seems like gold. I want that. The algorithm knows what you want. They don't even have an algorithm on Twitch's page, okay? You know that, right? Actually, you know what? They do have a small algorithm on here. I will say that the thing that they primarily do here is they actually take what your viewers watch or what people who watch you and overlap it with what they watch. You know what that means? Y'all are a bunch of Korean hentai female artists, okay? That's what it is. You are the person. Okay, we're doing user group intersection here. Damn. Damn, you got me. So basically, collaborative filtering. Okay, Mr. Furry. No, it's not copium pick. All right, I just love anime. Oh, that's what they call it these days. I didn't realize that. Views are going up for hentai. For hentai. All right, people, I gotta go. Lithium! I forgot to turn on alerts!
Welcome to Costco. I love you.
I forgot to turn on alerts. I forgot to say thank you. Oh, goodness, I thought it was going to be a little bit longer. Says the guy who says blazingly fast in every single one of his Rust videos. I know, shut up. Sentient Whale, thank you very much. And Lithium, thank you for the 20 gifted subs. Prime Hentai Stream